Hello students, we were doing the chapter development and last three topics we are going to do now. These topics are, first is body mass index, number 2 is human development report, and number 3 sustainability of development. Let's discuss body mass index first. In your NCERT book, BMI means body mass index is given in an activity. Body mass index is used to measure level of nourishment. Scientists of nutrition used a tool to measure nutritional level of adults. That tool is called body mass index. This is very easy to calculate. For the calculation of BMI, firstly we will have to take weight of a person in kg, like kilograms, then height of the person in meters. Then we will have to apply the formula. For the calculation of BMI, we'll have the formula like BMI is equal to weight in kg divided by height. Height will have to take in meters and we'll have to do the square of height. Okay, now by applying the formula we got the answer. If we got the answer like less than 18.5, then the adult would be considered undernourished, and if we get the answer of BMI more than 25, then the person is overweight. Fine, it means the perfect BMI would be between 18.5 and 25. One thing that is to remember here, that the formula is not applicable on growing children. For the activity, what you people can do, you'll have to calculate the BMI of your family members, at least 4 family members, and compare the nutritional level of each. After the formula, now this is example we people can have, but before example, just to see the formula again. BMI is equal to weight in kg divided by height in meters, and we'll have to do square of it. The BMI is universally expressed. It is used to measure even in every country. Fine, we are having many methods and many formulas to calculate BMI, but this is the most common formula that we are using. Okay, now for the calculation of BMI, we'll have to take an example. Just to take the height is equal to 1.75 meters. Square of the height would be 1.75 multiplied by 1.75. Fine, we will get 3.06 meter square. Now take weight as 75 kilograms. Now apply the formula. BMI is equal to weight over the square of height is equal to 75 divided by 3.06, and we will get the answer like 24.5. BMI is not more than 25. It means the person is not overweight. We can make conclusion from the answer that we got. Now, body mass index is a person's weight in kg divided by square of height in meters. This we have already discussed. This shows that high BMI indicator of high body fatness. This is just an indicator, not solution. BMI can be used to screen for weight categories that may lead to health problem, but it is not diagnostic of body fatness or health of an individual. Remember it is used as indicator only that the person is overweight or underweight. Now come to the human development report. Human development report, we have already studied in our previous videos that to know about the development we will have to use different criteria. These criteria can be divided in a long list. We are having long list of these criteria. From that list, the 3 things that can be used as criteria to compare, that is health, education and standard of living. These 3 things are most important among the all list we are that is we are having. UNDP, United Nations Development Program, that published Human Development Report. Human Development Report. On the basis of this report, UNDP compared different countries, that the development of different countries, that how the countries are developing comparison is made on the basis of educational level, health and per capita income. Human Development Index is a statistical tool. Fine, this is the method, practical method, which is used to measure countries' overall achievement in its social and economic dimension. As I told you earlier, that three things are included, like health, education and standard of living. HDI gives overall index of economic development. Human Development Index is important for us because it is the better measure of country's progress. We can estimate that country is growing or not through HDI. Now come for sustainable development. Sustainable development means which can be present for longer time. Fine. Sustainable development means that a development should meet needs of present generation without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs. Fine. As we are using natural resources more than its regeneration, it will definitely get exhausted one day. Industries are using natural resources more and more as per population's requirement. We will have to save natural resources from exploitation. We can save these and can meet future need for the development. Okay, so next is the objective. Now we can conclude that sustainability means sustainable development. What can be its objective? Why we are thinking that sustainable development is most important? The first among one is, main objective of sustainable development is reduction and control of environmental pollution. Fine. Second is assuring a good quality living environment, means free from pollution and filled with good air. Third is preservation biological diversity, like animals and birds. We must save them for ecological balance and environment. And fourth one is rational means optimum, proper use of natural resources. Fifth is elimination of threats of surrounding environment to the health of the people, like global warming. It is a major threat, and this is harmful for the people in future if that grows. And sixth is increasing awareness about nature protection. Fine, we should guide others to protect the environment. Now here is the exact meaning of it. We should learn it. That sustainable development is defined as development that meet needs of present without compromising ability of future generation. This is a single sentence which is having the proper meaning of it, and we will have to learn it. But scientists give warning that present development are not sustainable. Why they said that? Because this is because of the two examples. First one is overuse of groundwater, and second is exhaustion of natural resources. Here is an example that groundwater in India, we are overusing it. This is an example given in your NCERT book. It shows that overuse of groundwater is a threat for the country. Water level has declined in 300 districts over 4 meters during past 20 years. 1/3 of country is overusing groundwater. If we continue to use like this, then we will not get enough fresh water for the our future generations. Overuse is found even in Punjab and in western UP. And now we are having the second example, that is exhaustion of natural resources. Here is a table which shows crude oil reserves. Crude oil reserves. Middle East has 89 billion tons as reserve of crude oil, which can be used for 93 years only. And United States of America has 4 billion ton, which can be used for next 10 years. And all over the world, reserves of 137 billion ton, which can be used for next 43 years. Now, these examples are showing that overuse of resources can vanish the resources from the world, and the development cannot be sustained forever if we exploit the resources like this. This is a serious issue to tackle. Fine. With this, your first chapter, development, is completed. Thank you.